Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another Gwent City video. Today I have a very special guest. For our number 3 video for the Gwent community, I present you AyaShuffles. How you doing?
Yay! Hey, Monday. I'm good. How are you?
It's good to see you here. First of all, this is a place where like the community comes as a whole and we get to meet each other. And I would like to know what brought you into Gwent.
All right. So I've been a huge Witcher fan since like the first Witcher game. So I think that like Witcher 3 is probably my favorite RPG of all time. So I spent like a lot of time in it, and most of that time was obviously Gwent, like going around looking for cards and battling merchants. So yeah, so when I heard that like they're going to do a standalone Gwent, I was really excited for it. I signed up for the beta, and like a couple of months in the beta, I got my key and just started playing.
Oh, that is awesome. Is this the very first card game you've played?
Well, I've played some other card games. I was playing a Japanese like real life card game called Card Fight Vanguard. I was pretty active in that, but then it got a little expensive, so I gave up. And I've played my fair share of Hearthstone too, like everyone pretty much. But like usually I played mostly like arena in Hearthstone. I didn't really care about ranked. I only like got to legend once or something. But I also gave that up around the old goats expansion, where like things were starting to get a little like I don't know, random and
Gods of the
expensive as
RNG.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Gwent is probably the only card game I've been so dedicated to.
Oh, okay. So, when you based on your previous experience, what attracts you so much to Gwent compared to other card games?
Hmm. Well, the thing that I love about Gwent is the fact that there's no like drawing a card every turn. So like this is your hand, you have 10 cards, play as well as you can with those cards. I really like that factor because like usually in other card games I would play with what I had in my hand, but then I would top deck a card that would make like my previous decision completely pointless. And I would always feel like, oh, how was I supposed to know that I would top deck this? And that like changes everything. So yeah, I really like that in Gwent you're given a set amount of cards and you have to play your best with those.
Oh, awesome. And on Gwent, what's your favorite faction and why?
So probably my favorite faction is Northern Realms. I really like the idea of having a lot of small minions and like buffing them up and trying to do like the Winnie mechanics from Magic the Gathering, I think they call them.
Mm,
And well, I really fell in love with the faction where we had like the old resurrection chain with Sunny into Baron into other things.
those were the days.
Yeah, those were the days. I really enjoyed that.
Actually, Northern Realms was my favorite faction, but it was
Mm.
on the OP days when you used to do like Philip Eilhart and put the entire row into one. Oh,
Yeah.
now those were the days. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I wasn't playing at that time. Unfortunately, I was not in the beta, but it sounds insane. I remember right when I got into the beta and I was like just in casuals trying to figure out the game and stuff. So I passed when I had like advantage over my opponent, and my opponent was Northern Realms. So they played like their whole hand. They buffed a card to Oblivion, and then they promoted it and Adrenaline Rushed it. So they kept like a 30 strength minion golden for the next round, and I was like, ah.
Yeah, all of the sudden they're the monsters. Yeah.
But
Now,
well, they fixed that.
yeah. Well, I'm very glad that you've been experiencing those kind of things. Talking about those,
Mm.
everybody has done a mistake. Everybody has done a misplay at one point or another.
Yeah.
What's your biggest misplay you've done?
Hmm. My biggest misplay. Well, I usually on stream I do a lot of misclicks sometimes. Uh, One of my favorite latest misplays is the fact that I do not remember like how the cards were changed. So, for example, I used the bomb thinking that it will reset the whole row, but I reset only 5 minions, and I'm like, well, what happened? Why? And then I realized that they changed the card. So I have trouble like adapting to those. And yeah, I think that most of my misplays come from like not counting correctly.
Oh,
And you need to count very fast in Gwent, and that's not my strong suit. So especially when I'm playing weather monsters and I'm trying to figure out how much of a swing like playing weather will be, oftentimes I make it wrong. So I choose like the wrong weather with Dagon and stuff. But I don't remember anything like extremely strange or yeah, I just miscount a lot.
yeah, that used to be part of my biggest weakness right there. But
Yeah.
a lot of people give me a lot of help for this. But look, let me show you this.
Mm.
I have my good old calculator next to me at all times because of Went. Like, this calculator has saved me so many
Yeah.
games. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I agree.
As another player yourself, is there anything that you would like to see CDPR do in order to make your faction a little bit better?
Hmm. Well, I would like to see a rework in the faction ability because I think that now with like the card interaction being changed, like your and trees can no longer give golden cards. So I think there's not really a point in the faction ability anymore. I mean, Hansel makes use of it, and if you run promotes, you can make use of it. But if you're not, you're basically playing with on hard mode, like without the faction ability. And especially like for new players that don't even have 4 golden cards, they only have like Geralt when they start into the game. Like Northern Realms seems like a bad pick for them. So I would like to see that reworked. And since like Northern Realms have a lot of ways to buff your units, and like you have folders to copy a unit that's already been buffed, so you get like double the strength. I would like to see more cards that do stuff like that. So I think that like stuff like Kira is starting to do, where you get the strength of the minion to the left and you put like to the minion to the right. I think that's like an interesting concept, but we need like more cards to support that.
Yeah, talk about requirements. I would like to change the unit from the opposite side to the unit of my side instead of left to right. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
like that a lot. And, but yeah, I can see, it was pretty much a mirror plus strength if I design the card. But
Hmm.
um, overall, so CDPR constantly listens to the feedback of the people, and as a result, we're seeing these changes and steps on the right direction. What do you think that CDPR needs to do in order to improve Went itself?
Hmm. So yeah, I really like the fact that CTPR listens to our feedback and that like we are actually helping shape the game since it's like so new and we're just making it. And I think that like I would like to see the UI changed, like have some more features, like more interesting things when you log in. For example, I really like the troll when you go to the shop and you like buy cakes and the troll is talking to you. I would like to see that in the front page to like greet people and actually like create a connection with the game. So and I will also see like some more tools for like beginner players because right now the decks, like the starter decks, are not very good. We only start with one golden card, so I think that Gwent is a little foreign to beginners right now, and it would be like a great step to make it easier for new players since it's already like a different card game than others. So you kind of have to guide new players as to how it's being played, and the tutorial, I mean, it's nice, but probably could be improved as well.
Awesome. Now, as a whole, there might be new players and they might be having like a different outtake because of Hearthstone. But people have to remember that Gwent is a very young game. It's a very,
Hmm.
very young, and by the age of this game, it's actually flourishing in into a great game. So,
Hmm.
yeah. Um, Now you're a streamer, okay? What time
Hmm.
do you stream?
So for my time, which is like the Japanese time zone, I stream 6 p.m. I think that's about 9 a.m. for GMT time zone and 4 a.m. for EST.
And where can they see you?
So my channel is Twitch TV slash AyaShuffles, and I am also like making baby steps on YouTube. To be honest, I don't enjoy YouTube as much as Twitch, so yeah, I'm mostly active on Twitch.
I see. Also, I'll make sure to have a link to every single one of them so people can get to see you.
Yay!
Um, well, yeah, thank you so much for being with us. I really
Mhm.
appreciate your time, and I'll see you guys next
Yes.
time.